Hello everyone, my name's Fallon Taylor, your host of the Black Shopping Channel. I'm with the lovely and beautiful Tova today.
Hi everyone, happy holidays.
This pendant, I am telling you, you will love this pendant. It is a 18-inch necklace, beautiful sterling silver, and it's in a circular shape with stones on the inside. They're flat stones, so they're not going to snag your sweaters or your blouses or get caught in your...
George Washington Carver, when he was a kid, at the YMCA in Dayton, Ohio, and was inspired by Dr. Carver's work with the peanut. And Dr. Carver always wanted to make a pain reliever from the peanut, but he didn't get around to it. Made a lot of other products, but not a pain reliever. It was back in 1950 that my father met a lady whose husband was in a lot of pain, and she knew my father's past and wanted him to come up with something that would help with the pain. And he was inspired by Dr. Carver, had an inspiration, and came up with the ingredients.
Hip-hop at this point has been around for, let's see here, over 30 years. So it's actually very grown. It's not a new form of music. We tend to associate it with youth culture, but it's very much an adult culture at this point as well, even though youth culture drives it.
The articles, which I want to reiterate, that these are the actual newspaper articles that we digitized. They were in a box in a garage in Boston. They were deteriorating, as happens with time and moisture, and you get the air in there.
I started out as a painter when I was at the University of Akron. Even in New York, I was a freelance illustrator. But when I decided to make a mark on my own, I saw this opportunity because very few people were making statements three-dimensionally.
Our metabolism burns at a much faster rate, but due to the unhealthy foods kids eat these days, obesity amongst children are at an all-time high. Call the 1-800 number. Operators are standing by. Your miracle in nutritional healing can be just one phone call away. I wouldn't want you to miss out on this one-time opportunity. Give us a call.
What are the advantages of taking G Veggie Food Plus?
When taking G Veggie Food Plus, it will, number one, build your immune system so your body can fight off certain diseases and illness. Number two, increase your energy levels, which would eliminate fatigue. 3, neutralize free radicals, which can cause oxidative damage to your heart, nerve, and immune sensor cells. 4, aid in digestion, which can help prevent poisonous toxins from getting into your body. And 5, aid in weight loss, which prevents obesity. And rejuvenate tired and aching muscles, which can cause injury when fatigued.
I've been on blood pressure medication, atenolol and prednisone to be specific, and until a good friend of mine introduced me to G Veggie Food Plus, and my blood pressure has been stabilized ever since. I've come off of one of the medications and I feel just great, and I would definitely recommend G Veggie Food Plus to anyone I know.
About a year ago I was diagnosed as being diabetic, and I'm not a big fan of medications, and I wanted to avoid insulin if at all possible. My doctor told me that I might be able to do some things with some supplements, and one of those was fish oil, and he said I might try some green food. And a friend of mine told me about G Veggie Food Plus. It's a whole green food. I added that to my diet and increased my exercise level. And about 6 months later, I was clean, no more diabetes. In fact, all my blood sugar levels were completely normal. I still go back to the doctor and get checkups regularly, and so far, everything is just great. And I would recommend G-Veggie Food Plus to anybody that has that first diagnosis of diabetes.
Welcome back. You're watching the Black Shopping Channel. I'm your host, Chinwe Joni. As promised, we'd be back with some jewelry. I hope you enjoyed the watch sale. It was a blowout, and we thank all of you for tuning in. Now, let's proceed with the jewelry. I know you're excited, and ladies, a lot of you have been calling into the shopping channel saying, hey, I have a lot of white summer outfits that I'm wearing, especially, you know, they do that big in the Hamptons.
I began using Natural Miracle about a year ago now, and I just got really frustrated with my hair. I've been natural longer than it was popular to be natural, and I almost put a relaxer in my hair, and my good friend told me, please don't relax your hair. It's beautiful the way it is. But I was still frustrated, and I needed to do something to make it easier for me to manage. So someone introduced me to Natural Miracle, and what I love about it is that I can determine the degree of straightness that I want my hair to be. I love the curly natural look. It's very easy to do. It's low maintenance, so I love it. And the thing about Natural Miracle is when I want to wear it straight, all I have to do is blow dry it and use a flat iron. And it's just as straight as it would be if I had put a relaxer in my hair. You know, in the very health conscious days that we live in, it's important that Black women understand what the chemical relaxers are doing to our skin and to our blood system. That stuff is getting into our blood, and it's just not good for us. So that's the wonderful thing about Natural Miracle. You know, I don't like to preach, but I do love it for that reason, and for the effect that it gives my hair. My curls are relaxed. It's better. It's manageable now, and like I said, if I want to wear it straight, I have that option. I just love Natural Miracle. I would recommend any Black woman use this product. You don't have to be afraid to use it if you've already used another relaxer on your hair, because it is all natural. So please, take it from me. I won't use anything else in my hair. I will always use Natural Miracle as long as I have hair.
Kitchen to kitchen, all over this world.
My great-great-grandmother, who was a slave in the late 1800s, developed a recipe for a syrup out of churned butter, honey, and cream. She passed it down to the third daughter in each generation. When I received the recipe, I was at a point in my life where I was going through divorce. I was trying to figure out where I wanted to be in life. I had to find a way to take care of the most precious things in my life, my 3 daughters. And I thought that instead of giving my daughters a recipe, I should give them a business. I had to sell everything that I owned. I had to move my children back home to my mom in the attic. I hand-filled the bottles in my mom's basement in the evening, hand-pour it in the bottle with a funnel, wash it off and put it in a box, and it would take about an hour to do a case. Where we are now, we're at Food Exchange, the first store I ever sold a product in. I walked in these doors with a case of syrup, walked out with it on the shelf.
It took off, and we've been selling it ever since.
It was a great event to see the bottle, the label. This first bottle was like wonderful. You could not imagine that a young Black woman from the south side of Chicago could make this happen. 19 years ago, I could only see it in one store. Now I can see it in 10,000.
Hi, I'm Vivica Fox, and you're watching the Black Shopping Channel.
Now, Miss Nia Long is very excited about the Black Shopping Channel. Now, you've been talking to people about it, of course. What is the feedback you're getting?
The feedback is exciting. I think it's, you know, we're in such a great time as Black people, as African American people. This is a time for us to shine. This is a time to create independent wealth. This is a time for us to support one another. So when you come to an event like this and you just see all these wonderful products that are really geared towards us, that are especially catering to our needs, it's especially exciting because I'm going, oh, I can actually go to one place and get everything that I need.